Alrighty, hello. Welcome to your next lesson on biology. Today we're going to be looking at how to graph and how to use data tables effectively. You should have already completed your warm-up on the graph talk on UFOs, so make sure you looked over that graph and answered those questions. Today's learning target that you need to be able to accomplish by the end of the class is that you can make a data table that summarizes the data collected from an experiment and then transform that data into a graphical representation. Let's get started. Oh, before we get started, also make sure you look over your SpongeBob homework from last week. That should have been graded already, as well as your graphing activity. So we're going to check your graphing activity, and then you're also going to be doing a group graphing activity today. However, you're not going to be in groups, you're going to be independently. So let me go ahead and pull that up really quick and explain to you what you're going to be doing on that. So the group graphing activity looks something like this with 4 different sets of data. Your job here is going to be to pick 2 of the 4 graphing sets and graph those results. So the graph number 1 would be about movie genres. Number 3 is about Fortnite. Number 2 is about days and colonies. And number 3 is distance per trial. So kind of ignore the rules up here. That's for the in-class ideas, but I'm going to explain what you need to do online. So you're going to graph 2 of the 4 graphs. You need to identify the independent and dependent variable and make sure you place those on the correct axes. And then you need to also make a claim about the world based off of the data for each graph. So I'm not telling you what type of graph to use for each of these. It is your job to decipher what type of graph would work best for each of these data sets. So are you going to make a pie chart? Are you going to make a line graph, a scatter plot, a double bar graph, a triple bar graph, a histogram? So identify what type of graph you need to make, draw the graph, identify your independent and dependent variables, and then make a claim regarding the graph. I would like you to as well elaborate upon why you chose that type of graph. Okay? And I'll put these instructions in words as well on your Canvas assignment. So go ahead and finish up this video and then do this first activity before finishing your notes for the day. Thank you.